Hey guys, welcome to this video. I'm Prajwal from Indie Crypto, and inside today's video we'll discuss about the upcoming RBI deadline for cryptocurrencies, that is on July 5th. As you guys all know, around April 5th there was a circular that was generated by RBI saying any entity that is being regulated by the RBI will not be providing any kind of services or accounts to any business or an exchange that deals with cryptocurrency. And if any banks are already providing services to the cryptocurrency exchanges or businesses, they will go ahead and exit and stop providing these services in the provided deadline, that is July 5th. So there was a 3-month period that was given out from April 5th to July 5th for all these existing banks to go ahead and stop the services with the cryptocurrency exchanges. Now, we did see a lot of discussion happening on this. Everybody was surprised that how could RBI go ahead and give out such a statement. And there was also an RTI being filed by one of the lawyers to know more about this, on what are the regulations, what is the research, and what are the things that RBI has done to come out with this circular. And shockingly, this particular RTI did show that RBI didn't do any prior research before going ahead and coming out with this circular on stopping banks from supporting the cryptocurrency exchanges. Now, this is really bizarre because we thought India, being the IT hub, which has so much talent in IT and it has so much talent in blockchain as well, and India is also seen as one of the biggest markets for cryptocurrency, and a lot of the times India does affect the price globally for these cryptocurrencies. We have seen that before during the demonetization phase, and we did see that recently as well, where the prices dipped following this circular from the RBI. So this blockchain industry and cryptocurrency industry has generated so many jobs. It is actually going ahead and helping the economy as well in many ways. And from a country which is looking more into the digital aspects of money and other things, I think this was a really bad step from RBI of not researching and going ahead and just giving out circular for the banks to go ahead and stop services for cryptocurrency exchanges. Now, following this, there was a PIL that was filed in Supreme Court against this circular from a few of the lawyers and the blockchain committee as well, which is a committee of all the bigger exchanges in India, for which there was a date that was set in the beginning, that was on July 20th, where they challenged the constitutional validity of the RBI circular that was given out. So as closer to the deadline, as we close into the July 5th deadline, where all the banks have to stop providing services to the cryptocurrency exchanges, there was an urgent hearing that was scheduled for July 3rd as well. Now, this particular July 3rd hearing is more about extending the deadline for the banks to stop the services, and probably extend it up to a month or two, so that it will not affect, or the exchanges can still wait for the July 20th hearing from the Supreme Court, and also the July 15th, wherein the government is expected to provide some kind of regulations on the cryptocurrency. Now, when the PIL was filed by to the Supreme Court did reply, saying that the entities would have to still go ahead and follow the RBI's circular until the Supreme Court looks into this issue and goes ahead and provides any kind of judgment. These are the developments that have happened in the past month and past few weeks. surrounding this RBI circular. Now, the biggest question as we come closer to the July 5th deadline is what next? What next? If people want to buy cryptocurrency, what next? People who have already invested in cryptocurrency, what next? People who already have their funds in INR in cryptocurrency in the exchanges, what next? Now, as the deadline closed in, there are a lot of exchanges which did go ahead and provide few announcements. The first one being was ZepPay. They did come out with an announcement saying following July 5th there might be an issue with processing INR deposits and withdrawals, and it did urge their users to go ahead and withdraw all the INR that's there in their ZepPay account to their bank account before July 5th. So they were uncertain what could happen, so that's a clear communication that was provided by ZepPay. And following this, even Coinomi, another Indian exchange, went ahead and did the same. So they also informed that only the INR deposits and withdrawals will be affected, not the cryptocurrency deposits or withdrawals. And most of the exchanges, including Coinomi and ZepPay, have already started crypto to crypto pairing exchanges. So even though the INR deposits and withdrawal stops, you can still go ahead and deposit cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and still trade other cryptocurrencies using these Bitcoin, Litecoin, and other cryptocurrency pairing that they are offering. Now, what other exchanges also did come out with was an alternative like peer-to-peer crypto transfers. So these exchanges are taking more of an escrow route where they will go ahead and connect a buyer and a seller on their platform and make the transfers or make any kind of transactions through them, and they will go ahead and handle any kind of disputes that's going to arise because of this. So there are two such exchanges, or two such major exchanges, that did come out with such kind of announcements. One was WazirX, which went ahead and announced it yesterday, saying they are looking into the peer-to-peer network, and also CoinEx. So CoinEx are launching a platform called CoinEx Loop, which is a peer-to-peer network. So this way, even though the cryptocurrency exchanges are denied of accounts, still people do have individual bank accounts, so they will just overlook the transactions and make sure they connect the right buyer with the right seller and handle any kind of disputes that may arise in between. This is a kind of similar method that's been followed by local Bitcoins as well, where they go ahead and match the buyer and seller and build a communication with them, and they can go ahead and trade, and they will make a small profit out of that particular exchange or that particular trade. Although the exchanges are taking the crypto to crypto route or the peer-to-peer network route, there is one exchange which is not implementing these kind of changes. Rather, they're the anti peer-to-peer network or anti-crypto to crypto trading, thinking that these things are not good or might not work for them. So that exchange is BitBNS. They went ahead and sent an announcement today. Now we do know that BitBNS was one of the exchanges which did introduce a lot of new things into the Indian cryptocurrency space, and it looked like it was the exchange which sparked a lot of competition between the exchanges, and they have mentioned few important and interesting points in the article or an announcement that they have made. The first thing they mentioned was the INR withdrawals won't stop, and they're not stopping on 5th July. Now this is a rather interesting news, because when other exchanges have uncertainty that their accounts might be freezed and the INR withdrawals and deposits might stop, BitBNS has come out with a rather opposing statement. I'm not sure, but they have a rather good point saying that you would not take, or you should not take, any steps based on partial or incomplete information, which is a very, very valid point. So we'd have to wait till 5th July to see what's going to happen next. We'd have to see if the deadline would extend for a month or a two, or if other regulations might come into picture, which we'd have to see once they're announced. So that's a very good point, and you can clearly see that BitBNS says that they are not the believers of peer-to-peer networks or crypto-to-crypto trading, because they think that's not the right way to go. And they've also put some numbers here. They've told that the crypto-to-crypto trading is not even contributing for 2% of the total volumes traded. That could be right, because at the moment the INR is still being deposited in exchanges, and crypto to INR trading has been happening. But if in case the INR deposits are stopped, I think then the crypto to crypto trading volumes might increase. So this is like a new announcement that came from BitBNS, which is a nice thing. They've also informed that just in case the regulations come in, or just in case the July 5th verdict is not in favor of the exchanges, they still do have solid plans in place. What are those solid plans? We don't know yet. We'll probably know that after July 5th. So those are the options we have, guys. We do have all these kind of options. We do have peer-to-peer networks. We do have local bitcoins. We do have crypto to crypto trading. We do have cash, which can be still used to go out and buy and sell cryptocurrency. Although cash is a little riskier, because you would have to meet a person or people in person to do the trade, and also you will be meeting strangers, so there is always a risk involved in that. But having said that, we still do have all these options, and we still have to wait for the July 5th to see what's going to happen next. So don't go ahead and take uninformed decisions based on like partial information or listening to other people. Don't go ahead and panic sell listening to other people, and keep yourself informed. Do read all these the articles. I'll leave the link for all these articles in the description below. Please go ahead and read them thoroughly, and make an informed decision for yourself. And also, I'm rather interested to hear your thoughts on this whole RBI deadline thing and the announcement that's been made from the exchanges. What are your thoughts? What are your stance? What are your steps that you will be taking? I'm definitely interested to read them. If you have some great information, please leave them in the comment section below. That will definitely help me to learn more, and also other people as well. So that's it in this video, guys. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up, and if you're somebody new here, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to check out our website indiecrypto.com, because we are building a lot of new things there, which is definitely going to help the cryptocurrency community to be more informed, and a lot of new features that will help you in keeping a track on the cryptocurrency events and updates. So that's it in this video, and I'll see you very soon in the next one.